No, I'm saying whether it's the internet or on the radio, I'm telling you that they are putting the Republican Party. Right now, we have candidates for governor in Michigan, Verge Bonero and Rick Snyder. They are putting Rick Snyder in the lead. I haven't even went out and exercised my right to vote. So, I mean, they're already saying, you know, that my vote don't count. And I haven't even exercised it. Okay? And I'm not voting for Rick Snyder. I'm voting for Verge Bonero. Okay, so this is just their guesstimate of probably every single Republican that went out and voted. I don't believe the statistics here. Now, Maze, what do you have to say about that?
The same thing, because if you believe the media, you will be going to vote for the person that the media sent you into the booth to vote for.
Absolutely.
And they're owned by the same people that give you a statistic. And every time you hear about numbers, you have to look at the people that's giving you the numbers. They are Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Every time.
One of the two. So why do I have to listen to them?
So why am I supposed to think that the information I get on the internet or the information that I get on the news, be it the radio or the television, is going to be any different?
Because you have a variety of information. You don't just have from one location. You can go to different locations and check.
You're right, and that's how I know
Then
that
you
this
make
woman
a
is
decision.
leading this race. This is not something that I'm just saying off the top of my head. I'm just guesstimating. I know that this woman is leading this race. But my point is, this is how the people in this state think.
And is that how you're thinking as well?
No, that's not how I'm thinking. And that's not
okay,
going to
so
sway my vote.
it's your job, so it's going to be your job, wise ones, okay, to educate those who are thinking the wrong way and let them understand that you cannot buy into this, okay? They can go out and exercise their rights, okay, and believe, you know, what their choice is. I mean, I've listened to the media for years, okay, and that's why it took me, because at one point I never voted, and I never wanted to vote. And when I got to the point where I believe my vote does make a difference, my vote will count, all right, was when I decided to become a citizen of the United States and I exercised my right. Now, the first time when I exercised my right, okay, I did not receive the person that I voted for, but I didn't lose faith. I didn't give up. And then when the next opportunity came, which was President Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, okay, then I exercised my rights again, okay, and I was satisfied. So my point is no matter what happens, you go out there and whatever you believe, you put that to work. Don't be led astray by what you hear. Maze, if you want to say something behind that, feel free.
Yes, because the media, when you see the media, have you ever been I was one time they was counting some votes, and I was just there watching them count the votes. And the person that was supposed to win did not win when the absentee ballots came in. So I was there with my camera just taping the whole thing, which was funny. And you could see the expression on their faces when the person that they thought was winning, and the media had said they were going to win, and it didn't happen. Because the people in the town came out, and their vote counted. So a lot of times, it's like I said, she got a bio, you can look up her bio and see they could be telling lies on her too. or they can be fixing it either way. So you look at her bio, and you look at Harry Reid's bio, and you look at that third person. Because if everybody keep walking around saying that that third person that nobody in the media doesn't shine on, a lot of times it is the difference in an election by people choosing them and they'll straighten the other ones up to know that they just can't keep going back and going back and going back and doing nothing. And then when, just like I said, when they come out with numbers, saying this one is better than this one and his numbers is higher than this one, and you look at the people like I was watching one of them on C-SPAN, and like you could tell a Republican when you see one because his tie is always crooked. He doesn't even have to say he's won. The next time you sit in, you go over there and look at Fox, all them tie crooked, and then when they have guests come in on C-SPAN, and they don't have to say who they are, when they sit in the chair, I can tell exactly what is what.
And another thing I notice about them, Maze, too, is they always look angry and mean.
See, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. Because, you see, both of them, some of them, and the difference between, it's 10 people, it's like they got Dixiecrats. They are Republicans, too, in the name of a Democrat. And you take the ones in the South, they always switch up. 1 minute, they might be a Democrat to get back in, and then the next minute they're a Republican to get in. So a lot of them switch around and do around like that all the time. So that's why I say it's not a damn worth of difference in either one. In some places. In some places it is a difference, but in some places it's not. Because you can be a Democrat at one moment, and then you can switch around and be a Republican at the next moment just to get in office. So Joe Lieberman's ticket has ran out because he don't have nowhere to go no more. He can't be either one. And the other guy that was in Philadelphia, his ticket ran out. He can't be either one. So somebody got to replace those famous people that the media always brought to us because the people don't kick them out. How do you think that they left? Because the people went and voted and made sure that they did not come back into office. So that's the way I see it.
Let me just say, I appreciate everything that you guys have said. I don't disagree with much of anything, but if I'm correct, I did not say that I am not going to vote. I said I was tired of all the infighting and not enough focusing on the issues. That's all I said. So where all of this came from, I have no idea. I mean, I appreciate the banter. I can do this all day with you guys if you want to. But the only statement I made was that I am tired of all the infighting. I'm tired of talking about this.
We hear you loud and clear, wise one.
So how did I end up being the bad guy who's not going to vote?
Oh, no.
Okay, wise one, hold on for a second. I want to thank everyone for being here. You can stay on the line and we can continue. I'd like to thank everyone for being here. Brother Dave, guest 2417, Wise One, Mr. Perry Steele, those who are streaming and listening on demand. We thank you so much for being here. Again, this call was basically set forth to encourage each and every one of you to go out and exercise your right to vote. Please be educated before you do so. There is nothing wrong with that, and even if after your education you decide not to vote, that is your right. But please remember, I have no right to complain. So thank each and every one of you for being here. We're going to continue on the phone. Thanks again. Go ahead, Wise One.
Navi, I'm telling my mother you was mean to me, all right?
We don't mean to be mean to you, Wise One. It's your decision. We're just trying to help.
You just ripped me up. You did. You just ripped me up. I'm hiding my head under my pillow right now.
Wise One, you know what? You are not the only one. And Mace can attest to that. I mean, I used to be just like you. I was confused. and undecided because every time I heard something on the television, on the radio, it was what they wanted us to hear. And when I got away from that and started not only reading for myself, but listening to different talk shows and listening to even people in my neighborhood, my people on my job, they were making different statements about different candidates.
Mm-hmm.
And from that knowledge, I was able to discern who would be my best choice. And that's what you have to do. It's a process of elimination thing that you have to remember because...
Yeah. You heard that, right?
Just after this brief message.
You heard that, right? Yeah? Did you hear that? Blog Talk Radio. Look, I am tired of the fighting. I know who I'm going to vote for.
I know who you're voting for, too. I don't live in your state, and I can't vote for who you want to vote for, so you can't vote for who I want to vote for, so as long as you voted.
I got 75 different things just decided to come out all at one time. And none of us listening to me. Since when does BTR have all these damn commercials?
Excuse me?
Did we get lost?
No, I think what's happening is my channel was repeating. Okay, go ahead. Sorry about that. Yeah, we're there. Maze, are you there?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I thought I was being bombarded by commercials here for a minute.
No, that was my...
Here we go again. Here we go again.
That was my intro. I don't know how to...
What the hell? That ain't funny. I'm sorry, that's not funny.
Let me see if I can stop. I don't think I can
Blog
stop.
Talk and Skype.
No, that's
Somebody's
Blog
just
Talk.
doing their own damn thing here.
No,
And I
that's
can't
Blog
find
Talk.
They've been doing that lately.
I apologize. It's not really supposed to do that, Maze, because
They've
you're
been
still
doing that lately.
allowed to. You're still allowed to continue on the phone
No,
without that kind of interruption.
I think I'm going to have to let you guys go because I'm being attacked.
Yeah, because then they start with commercials and all of that stuff, too.
Yeah, the commercials, and now the commercials, you can't even, there's no X to stop it.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes the show be going in the commercial, takes over the person that's talking. That's what they've been doing all week. Last week, and I was like, what are they doing? And then it goes up real loud, and then they bring it down when it comes back to the host, and then it goes back to normal.
Right. Well, I really enjoyed this conversation. Hopefully it was educational for everyone that was paying attention, and wise one. Hopefully we were able to aid you in some way, shape, or form.
Just never miss you on Sunday, but I got you today.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate you calling in. Thank you
and
so
I enjoyed
much.
it. Okay, you have a good night. All right.
Okay, you take care. Good night. Thank you, wise one.